Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies coming to you with the Royal Brackla.
Or Brackla.
12. And
Brackla sounds like broccoli.
Broccoli.
Royal Brackla. 12 year. It's the drink divine.
That's right. And it came from this tome.
Let's test it.
Test it. All right, Bruno. First of all, this could be the end of our partnership. Right here, I got a little, because you're going to want this. And I liked it too. But we don't want to do any spoilers. So, this is the first, this cap is heavy, by the way. When I take this cap off, first of all, look at it. It's weighted.
I could throw this from across the room, hit you in the forehead, knock you out.
You could put that in a slingshot and kill Goliath. That's what I'm saying.
Royal Brackla is from the Cawdor estate and is termed by the king the drink divine.
Yeah.
Go watch the unboxing for the tome of this. King William IV actually decreed this a royal drink.
Smart man.
Yes, I can see why. Well, I don't know if it was this exact one. It was Royal Brackla.
Bingo. They're well known, and hopefully, well, maybe you just came to this one for the review. But if you haven't seen our unboxing, this came in this huge, beautiful tome with all these cool things inside. So if you haven't seen all the cool things that came inside,
not tome.
If you haven't seen the cool things that came inside, just look it up. It should be paired with it.
This is one of the last great malts, just being brought into the States by Dewar's.
Right. I've never seen this particular distillery in our local liquor store, or even two of the three that we source.
No.
So this is the first time I've ever seen it, nosed it, tasted it.
Yes. And that was actually the same with the three, actually all five of the great malts. I hadn't seen or had any of them prior to tasting it from.
Now, are they currently available in the States? I know you can go get these tomes.
If they're not available, they should be very shortly.
Very good. Because I know, and just real quick, the website that they can go if they wanted to buy the tome itself, which includes the bottle, do you remember?
Reservebar.com.
Excellent.
And we'll put it in the description as well. You can go look. So
now we've tasted this prior to. Those that don't know, we'll spend some time with a bottle, make our notes, try it neat. We'll then add in a little touch of water. Sometimes we'll even add a little bit more water after that. And generally we'll spend at least an hour.
Oh yeah.
But what are you getting on the nose? So you'll see me, I say it because you'll see me looking over at my notes on occasion.
Yeah. I get a slight, or not even a slight, but a definite sherry smell. And I still have a hard time telling you if it's raisins, if it's dates, if it's plums. What is it? I can tell it's that sherry cask that's in there. A sweetness, a honey sweetness, and oak.
See, I don't get that. It's not like a strong sherry bomb kind of thing that I can pick it up. But I described it as smooth fruit, light nut. So I get that a smooth, fruity flavor coming through. And then there's just a light hint of that nuttiness that kind of floats on top.
Now, I would like to point out, you poured these and you have quite a bit more in your glass than I do.
There you go. That was unintentional. Sorry. Once again, we don't need any bloodshed over this,
like,
right?
What up?
It was accidental.
I can get some more.
You could have had that one. It was completely, I wasn't paying attention. Poured it. Didn't even notice.
Right.
Wow. It's clean. It's crisp. I'll pour you some more right now. Clean, crisp.
The taste, definite sherry. Several other notes with it that I got is brown sugar, fudge, Oak. That nuttiness I can tell is an almond. I get cinnamon, and at one point last night while tasting, I got tobacco. Like a pipe tobacco.
Right. I love that pipe tobacco. I myself am not getting it here. Without the touch of water, I'm picking up what I described as honey cream, and then I get a nutty aftertaste as it trails out. It's that strong nut, not bitter, not in a bad way, just the way the nut will kind of close out. And then I also described it as that dark fruit, which is some of that sherry you're talking about, and then a little bit of the wooden oak that's in there as well. Very smooth overall. And this is without a touch of water. I gotta admit, I do like this with just a couple drops of water in it.
I did, and yeah. At 40%, it tastes stronger than that.
Yeah, when you told me this was 40 ABV, that's alcohol by volume, I was like, really? Because usually I can now kind of peg when we're dealing with the 40% ABV. The 40% ABV is the minimum it has to be called Scotch. And I was surprised. I would have easily guessed 46. I didn't think we were probably much higher than that, but I definitely was thinking we were at a 46, but it's 40.
And while you were talking just a minute ago, a plum definitely came into mind from the taste.
When I add in the water, I get, I said it's weird, I get a dark fruit, but I feel it's hard to explain, but it almost feels like it's a warmed dark fruit, almost like when you have the humidity in a room and it's that dark fruit smell, but almost feels like it's warmed up. And then I put in there, and I get it now, almost kind of like more how sugar water tastes, but I feel like I'm smelling just that simple sugar water. Sugar on the nose, sugar. So you hadn't added any water yet?
No, I added some more Scotch.
Oh, it's because I had so much more. Do you want to trade now? Should we trade back now?
You didn't see me pour.
I didn't. I was so into the nose, I wasn't even paying attention.
I love it. It's it's not an overpowering sherry. It's really kind of a mild sherry that's in there.
Very mild sherry.
The other stuff that you get in the honey and the almond, the oak, it's a nice, for a 12-year, surprising blend, not blend, but a melding of those flavors.
Oh yeah. I was extremely pleased with it because it's not a sherry bomb at any. The subtleties are in there, so I'm feeling like I really got to pull it out. And then when I taste it with the water in it, I get a lot more of that nuttiness on the forefront rather than just in the aftertaste.
I get it on the tail end.
I definitely got it on the aftertaste without the drop. When I add in the water, I feel like I get it more up front, and then it does still tail out for me. But it seems like I can pick up a lot more of that oak with a drop of the water in it. And that's funny. I put my notes right before the score. I've got very impressive 90. So I actually thought you were going to come in even a little higher if I was going to guess.
Probably if it was a little bit stronger on the sherry, it probably, like I say, that mild sherry's got it right there. It's going to bump it into the 90s.
I know you really like the sherry, but this, it has a pleasant subtleness with kind of ingrained complexity. All right. Anything else?
No.
Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.